What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. The Dallas Cowboys are in full off-season mode, looking to make key moves to improve their roster and take that next step toward a deep playoff run. We all know this team is talented, but they need to get even better if they want to compete with the elite teams in the NFL. Before we dive into this huge potential move, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Cowboys update. All right, let's get into it. The Seattle Seahawks made a shocking decision, releasing 10-year veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett. Seattle will take a $14 million dead cap hit to part ways with their longtime playmaker, and now he's officially a free agent. This immediately raises a big question for Cowboys fans. Should Dallas go after him? We all know CeeDee Lamb is the guy in this offense. He's one of the best receivers in the league and will likely get a massive contract extension soon, but behind him, that's where the Cowboys have a problem. Brandon Cooks was solid last season, but there's a chance he won't be back in 2025. Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks are still developing, but neither has proven to be a reliable WR2 just yet. Michael Gallup was inconsistent, and his future with the team remains uncertain. If the Cowboys want to maximize their offense, they need a proven veteran to take pressure off Lamb and Dak Prescott. That's exactly where Tyler Lockett comes in. Lockett might not be the same guy he was a few years ago, but he still brings a lot to the table. Proven playmaker. He's a 5-time 1,000-yard receiver and has been one of the most consistent deep threats in the NFL. Familiarity with Brian Schottenheimer. Cowboys offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer coached Lockett in Seattle from 2018 to 2020, which were some of the best years of his career. This connection could make the transition to Dallas much smoother. Durability. Lockett has been one of the most reliable receivers in the league, missing only 2 games due to injury in his entire career. Playoff experience. The Cowboys need players who step up in big moments, and Lockett has been in plenty of playoff battles. Now let's address the concern. He's coming off his worst statistical season since 2017. In 2024, his numbers dipped, and the Seahawks decided to move on. But at the right price, he could still be a major asset to this offense. According to SpotRack's projections, Lockett's market value is around $7. $7 million per year. That's a very reasonable price for a veteran receiver who can still contribute at a high level. Think about it this way. If Dallas lets Cooks walk, they'd likely be paying around the same amount or more to replace him. So why not get a guy with proven chemistry in Schottenheimer's system? Mike Fisher put it best, Lockett can still produce at the level of a low-end number 2 or number 3 option. If SpotRack's $7.7 million APY projection is even close, Schotty should push for this one. Here's where things get even more interesting. The Cowboys just restructured Dak Prescott's contract, freeing up a massive $36.6 million in cap space. Whenever you see a team clearing up that much room, you have to wonder, are they setting up for a big move? This move gives Dallas more flexibility in free agency, and while a huge signing isn't guaranteed, it does open the door for a player like Lockett to be added. Cowboys fans, we've been here before. Another offseason, another round of speculation about how aggressive Dallas will be in free agency. This time, however, Jerry Jones is making it clear. Don't expect the Cowboys to go all in on big-name free agents. According to The Athletic's Cowboys reporter, John Machota, Jones was asked whether the team was planning to be aggressive in free agency. His response? I don't think aggressive is the right word. I'm not looking at free agency as a place to fill voids. That's a big statement and one that might not sit well with fans hoping for major upgrades. But let's break it down. What does this actually mean for the Cowboys? Why are Cowboys fans frustrated? It's no secret that the Cowboys' lack of aggression in free agency has hurt them in the past. They passed on Derrick Henry, they refused to sign Saquon Barkley, they watched as the Eagles and Commanders passed them by in the playoffs. Now we're hearing that Dallas won't be aggressive this offseason either, after yet another early playoff exit. It's frustrating, and fans have every right to feel that way. Let's face it, this team has holes to fill. a consistent RB1 after Tony Pollard's struggles last season, a reliable WR2 behind CeeDee Lamb, offensive line depth with Tyron Smith potentially leaving, a defensive tackle to solidify the middle of the defense. If the Cowboys aren't looking at free agency to fill these gaps, then where will the upgrades come from? Is Jerry Jones playing mind games? Now, here's where things get interesting. Jerry Jones has been around long enough to know how the free agency game works. His words could simply be a negotiating tactic. Think about it. If Jones comes out and says, "We're going all in and spending big money," what happens? Agents start asking for more money. Instead, by downplaying Dallas's aggressiveness, guessing. Players who want to be Cowboys might lower their asking price, and Dallas can get value deals instead of overpaying. At least, that's the optimistic view. But here's the flip side. If Jones really is planning to sit out free agency, that could mean another year of missed opportunities while other NFC teams get better. The cap space situation. Can Dallas actually spend? Here's the part that doesn't quite add up. The Cowboys just cleared a ton of cap space. They restructured Dak Prescott's contract, freeing up $36.6 million in cap space. That's not something you do if you're planning to sit out free agency entirely. So what's the plan? Could they be setting up for a major signing, or are they just preparing to re-sign their own players like CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons? Right now, it's hard to say, but the cap moves suggest something is coming. Are the Cowboys betting everything on the NFL draft? One thing Jones made clear in his comments. He believes the draft is where the team can improve. That means the Cowboys might focus on using their early round picks to fill key needs instead of paying for veterans in free agency. On one hand, this strategy has worked before. Dallas has drafted well in recent years, bringing in stars like Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Smith. But on the other hand, drafting isn't a sure thing. Relying too much on rookies can backfire, and it takes time for young players to develop. For a team that should be in win-now mode, should the Cowboys really be waiting on rookies to step up instead of adding proven talent? Here's what we know. Dallas needs a veteran WR2 to pair with CeeDee Lamb. Lockett has familiarity with Schottenheimer, making him an ideal fit. He's durable, experienced, and still capable of making plays. The Cowboys now have the cap space to make a move like this happen. But will they actually do it? Right now, there's no official indication that Dallas is actively pursuing Lockett. However, the fit makes too much sense to ignore. If Jerry and Stephen Jones are serious about adding a veteran pass catcher, this is a move that needs to be explored. Cowboys Nation, now it's your turn. Should Dallas sign Tyler Lockett? Would he be an upgrade over Brandon Cooks? What's the right price for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Cowboys update. Thanks for watching. Go Cowboys!